What's going on, everybody, and what's going on, WolfPack Nation? Welcome back to a new video today. Feels good to be bringing you another video here, giving everybody an update on what's going on in the world of WolfPack athletics. But before we get to the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me as we continue to try to grow this channel. We're almost at 40 subscribers, so if you would hit that subscribe button for me, I really appreciate it. But now that we've got all that out the way, let's get right into this video. In today's video, we're going to discuss a little bit of everything, pretty much from new football commit to a lot of basketball recruiting news and even some new Pack MLB pros. So let's get right into it. To get things started, I want to talk about our newest football commit, Jaden Bradley. He's a 3-star safety/linebacker hybrid out of Florida. He probably will play linebacker for the Pack. He's at 6'2", 220. He's great size for a linebacker. He moves really well, and he's also drawn comparisons to former state linebacker Jermaine Pratt, who's now with the Bengals. For a while, like, he may be headed to Louisville, but state and the staff, they kept recruiting him. They stayed on him hard, and then luckily we were able to land him. Jaden was our 9th commit for the 2021 class and our 3rd on the defensive side, and I believe that state could potentially land 2 more defensive players in this coming week. I know it's been rumored that 4-star linebacker Jordan Poole could be committing on Friday. State is definitely in the mix there, and I've talked about him in previous videos as well. Another guy I mentioned in previous videos a lot is 3-star in-state safety Sean Brown. He could potentially be committing sometime late this weekend, so definitely stay tuned for that, and we'll see what happens. Okay, finally enough of football recruiting and enough of football is talking about some basketball. Still recruiting, but it's definitely some basketball news. So on Monday, coaches were finally able to speak directly to players in the 2022 class, and state got busy. Coach Keats and his staff got really busy offering 6 different guys, and one of the biggest ones I believe that they offered was 5-star 2022 #1 ranked point guard in the country, Jaden Bradley. Jaden is out of Concord, but he just recently transferred to IMG Academy, the basketball powerhouse in Florida. And as a sophomore, he won the Gatorade Player of the Year award for the state of North Carolina. He already had offers. I believe his first offer was Auburn. He has an offer from North Carolina. He recently went up from Michigan. He's been picking up offers over the past couple of days, like UCLA and State offered him on Monday. It's crazy to think State may have gotten in a little late for Jaden, even though he is only a sophomore, but these big programs are already in for him because he is really that good. Duke and Kentucky haven't offered him yet, but I'm sure they will here in the future. They usually offer players a little bit later, and they're definitely going to be tough to hold off. They'll definitely be in the mix for Jaden, and it's going to be tough to pull him away from programs like that, especially with him getting the exposure at IMG. Still a lot of time left to go in his recruitment. He's going into his junior season now, so we'll see how things play out, and he would definitely be a huge get. He'd be the best recruit that Coach Keats has landed so far for us. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Jaden Bradley wasn't the only 5-star that got an offer from state on Monday. Coach Keats and his staff also extended an offer to Keyonte George, 6'4" shooting guard, ranked 9th overall on Rivals and 12th overall on the 24/7 composite rankings. George doesn't have a huge offer list. Mainly his offers come from in the state of Texas, from schools like Texas A&M, and Baylor. Florida did offer him on Monday, and I'm very confident that he will continue to gain many offers over the next couple of years. But I believe both he and Bradley will fit great in the Coach Keats system. Both can really defend at a high level and are very athletic guards who can get out and score at all 3 levels. State also offered a couple of 4-star small forwards. The first one was 6'6" Noah Bachelor out of Maryland, the #1 ranked player in the state of Maryland, 56 overall, and 6'5" Justin Taylor out of Virginia, ranked 53rd overall according to Rivals. They both are really good knockdown shooters, and they both know how to make tough shots off the dribble. Pretty much over the last 2 seasons, State has struggled to find outside shooters. Braxton has been streaky at times. Pat Andre really didn't pan out the way we thought it would this season. It's really been since Keats' first year with Al Freeman having a guy who can create shots off the dribble and consistently knock them down. Here's Justin Taylor showing you his range. Catches it, doesn't even hesitate, just rises over the defender and knocks it down. That is a true definition of a sharpshooter. And like this clip here of Bachelor, he can just at 6'6" rise up over defenders and shoot. Just easy for him right there. And you can't classify either one of these as just a sharpshooter. You look at this clip from Justin Taylor running the break, one hand alley-oop, throwing it down, and this one from Bachelor catching it, running the break again. Both of them all around great players. Keats also offered another sharpshooter on Monday, Isaac McNeely, I believe is how you pronounce his last name, out of West Virginia. He's a 4-star, ranked 77th overall on Rivals. He hasn't been ranked yet on the 247 sports site, but will definitely be ranked over the next year or so. think he's already picked up an offer from West Virginia, picked up one Monday from Iowa, Maryland, as well as Wake Forest. I know I caught him a sharpshooter, but man, check out this drive to the rim. He throws it down, that sneaky bounce right there. Here he is again, driving baseline again, finishing one-hand dunk. And here he is knocking down that 3-ball. See, I told y'all he was a shooter. Here he is. I really like this clip, him running in transition, no-look pass to his teammate. If he joined State, I could see him doing that a lot in Coach Keith's system, getting out in the fast break and running. I think he may be my favorite prospect we've offered so far for 2022, other than the couple of 5-stars we've offered like MJ Rice and Jaden Bradley. Hopefully we continue to pursue him pretty hard. He's a really good all-around player, and he'll definitely continue to rise up the rankings, so I'm glad we've got in and offered him early. The last offer the Pack handed out on Monday was the 4-star big man Sean Phillips out of Dayton, Ohio. He's ranked 44th overall according to Rivals, 45th according to 247 Sports. He's the only big we've offered so far for 2022. As I believe by 2022, Manny will be a senior. We'll have a handful of other big guys like Ev Dewana, Nick Farrar, Jalen Gibson, and Ernest Ross. And we could potentially have somebody like Roosevelt Wheeler, who's another one of those guys we're considering for the 2021 class in good position for. It's like right now, Coach Keats and his staff they're really focused on guards, they're focused on wings, and they're focused on shooters for this 2022 class. And as of right now, they're in great positions for some. They've got in early on some. And hopefully we can land a few of them, but there's still a long way to go.
This crowd to life in the opener. Now looking for Bates inside. Look out!
Before I wrapped up this video, I wanted to give a huge shout out and huge congratulations to some new Pack pros. Patrick Bailey and Nick Sweeney both were drafted in the MLB draft by the San Francisco Giants. Patrick went first round, 13th overall. Nick went second round, 67th overall. And they both joined their former Pac-9 teammate Will Wilson, who was traded to the Giants last year. San Francisco is very, very lucky to have some of these great young players from NC State. Since the MLB draft was only 5 rounds this year, some Pack players who would have been drafted, such as Tyler McDonough or Devontae Brown, will have decisions to make if they want to come back for another year at State or if they want to go ahead and sign an undrafted free agent contract. State would really love to have both of them back. They're both great players, and hopefully they do what's best for them, but we definitely love to have both of them back next season for NC State, especially the way this season ended. I believe that's going to do it for the end of this video. Glad we got some basketball recruiting news so we can switch it up a little bit. We've been talking about football recruiting so much. That's definitely not going anywhere. There'll be videos and updates on that. So make sure you stay tuned for those videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button. And as always, thank you for watching, and go Pack.